Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video and to a new NQ market review and trades recap. So as always, I'm gonna show the trades that I took today, break it down to you in a simple step-by-step plan so you can replicate the same thought process, okay? Based on the emails and the DMs that I receive on a weekly basis, I see a lot of people find value in this video, so I try to do them once or twice per week. Alright, so starting with today's price action on NQ, straightforward price action, nothing surprising about this. If you have the right approach, a systematic approach to go from higher time frame to lower time frame, and I did give you that in my previous backtesting session. So if we go through this simple checklist right here, you can do the same without thinking about whether this trade is good or no. All you have to do is to follow these right here. Pretty universal, especially the first, the third, and the second, and the third, right? So we're gonna go through them one by one and apply them into today's price action. So first of all, let me show you the trade that I took. A short position from here to here. This was the higher time frame, and this is right here is the lower time frame, which is the 5 second. A simple flip, but with higher time frame context and higher time frame targets, right? So now let's get started with the review. So if we start and put this right here, our systematic approach to find trades and to analyze the markets, the first condition is to determine the state. All right, are we trending or are we ranging? Very important. And then marking the highs and the lows from the higher time frame. So from here, going to New York session, okay, what do we have right here? Is this a trending market from here after 9:30, or this is a ranging market? This one right here can be difficult to decide, because if we look at things from the bigger picture, the market here was trending to the downside, okay? We are pulling back after this expansion to the upside, and then we started this ranging environment. This was around 7 to 8:30, and then we had a push to the upside and then another push to the downside, creating this high and this low. So if we go now to let this right here, put it to the side, the first, and go to the second, which is mark the highs and the lows from the higher time frame, and then mark the sweeps and trade in their direction. Let's apply step 1 and step 2 to the chart, and you will see something, right? So let's remove these lines first, and let's mark the highs and the lows. Before 10:30 or after 9:30, okay, the equity open, we have this obvious high and this obvious low. We mark them out, all right? That's the second item on our checklist. Now, if you go to the 15-minute, we will see something. That low, it swept this previous low, right? And it tapped into this imbalance. This was like a 30-minute imbalance, and this was like a fractal. All right, this is a fractal in here, tapping into the 50% of a 30-minute imbalance, and also tapping into this fractal right here. So after marking the high and the low, we have that high and we have that low, and we mark the sweeps and we trade in their direction, we can deduct something from here. This low took previous low, and this is a sweep. Now we should trade in the direction of the sweep, right? We don't try to trade this way, we trade this way. But do we have a reason to trade this way? Yes. First reason is that after the sweep of this, there's a good chance that we can take the high that failed to make a new low. That's one. The third thing, or the second thing, is that we have this imbalance that was left open, and look what happened before that price attempted to take it. If you go to the 5-minute, you will see something interesting. Price failed to take this high, and just above them there is this big imbalance. That's a target, okay? That's a target. The high, these two highs, the smooth edges, above them an imbalance, that's a high probability target and draw, all right? And if we go now to the 1 minute, price started trading to the upside. It made an attempt to trade lower from here, to reject from this 1 minute zone, but one more time started trading to the upside. For me, when we violate this high, okay, there's a high chance that we're gonna trade to here, to this imbalance, because there is nothing in here for price to come back all the way to here and then trade to the downside. So violating this high, first of all, and then the high that took liquidity from here, swept this. So there is not a good reason to take it one more time, and also we don't have something to reject from here. Everything here is balanced. There's nothing here to reject from. So my initial idea was to take a trade to here, to this high and to this imbalance. So if we pull this out one more time, okay, we have that. We marked the sweep. We have marked the highs and the lows. We mark the sweeps and trade in their direction. We are looking to trade to that imbalance with that lower time frame or higher time frame sweep on the lows. Did price pull back to a 1 minute zone or higher? We do have that here. So you see this 1 minute zone into here. Price pulled back into it. And then we need to wait for price to sweep an old or a recent swing. We do have that here. So this one right here, this was also, or there was also an imbalance or an SMT. That's a sixth condition. There was an SMT with ES. So everything was textbook right here, but there was all these imbalances right here. So for me, this was a bit of a risky move because price can trade to here and then trade to the upside with all of these imbalances right here. So I sat on my hands on this one. I'm a scalper. I know that there's going to be a lot of other setups after this one. This is not the only setup on the day, okay? So I didn't take it. Instead, I took this. So what is this right here? What is the reason behind taking a short opportunity from here to here? Well, first of all, this right here is a higher time frame sweep of this high and this high here, okay? And this is also a higher time frame imbalance. So there is a good reason for price to reject from here. Price can offer a rejection from these two right here. Rejection doesn't mean that we're gonna trade to here, but a rejection from this, I can capitalize on that on the 5-second time frame. All right, but the lower time frame needs to prove that to prove my idea of rejecting from here, not just an idea and then take the next bearish candle. No. So if we go to the lower time frame here, we're gonna see something interesting. So here is that sweep, okay, and if we take a look right here, we have price put in this high, start trading to the downside, one more time trading to the upside, and that was the sweep. That was the higher time frame sweep, and then price broke this zone. If we go one more time to our list, mark the sweep again and trade in their direction. We have the sweep here and we want to trade in this direction, okay? That price pulled back to a 1 minute zone. So this is basically saying that price tap into a higher time frame zone. This right here is for an expansion example like this. Price was trading to the upside and then pulling back to a higher time frame zone. So this is an example for an expansion, but we can take also the pullback into here if there was something or a point of interest to reject price to the downside, and we do have that in our case, which is that imbalance. All right, so that was the alternative for a 1 minute zone or a higher time frame zone. We do have that here. Wait for price to sweep an old or a recent swing. We also have that here, this one right here, okay? there must be an SMT with ES. We do have an SMT with ES with this. Alright, let me show it to you here. So you can see that between this high and this high there was an SMT. ES didn't take this high, while NQ did. And also there was one here. On the candles, on the lower time frame, compare this, okay, with this candle. On ES or on NQ, this candle took the high of this, while this one didn't. So we have two SMTs here. And then the last thing, wait for price to break a critical zone is possible for order flow. It would be this one right here. The zone that was responsible for order flow, it was this one right here, and when price broke it, it was time to go lower. And this was the trade of today. I know that might seem a bit complicated, but only because I'm explaining, right? But in reality, this trade idea, it took me only 1 minute or 2 minutes to analyze and to take it from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. When you do this every single time, every day, when you backtest this again and again, everything will be clear to you. Your setup is either there or not. Okay, so I believe this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, right? And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos. Now happy trading and good luck.